Oh, you don't know how to make lasagna? We can make that. Y'all see that cheese pull right there? Oh, look at the inside. Oh my goodness, this lasagna was so good. Let me show you how to make it. First, get your ground beef, 80 to 20, whatever you got. Get some ground sausage as well. Make sure you steam your onions down first though, you know? Get them nice and get them sweating. And then you want to just mix everything in. And look right there. Ooh, wait. All right, so we want to mix everything in until it get fully cooked. Still a little pink in there, so we're going to cook it a little bit more until it get like this right here, fully cooked, nice and brown like your boy. Oh, see that? All right, now we're going to drain that. Drain all of that grease out of there. You don't want none of that. Then throw it back in the pot. I am not making sauce from scratch. I only had this carbone sauce left, so I used that. And I forgot I had another sauce, but I mixed that in too. And look, I got this tomato paste, organic. We're going to throw that in there, right there, the whole can. Yeah, just like that. We're going to mix it real good. And then we're going to make this thing simmer after everything incorporates. And then we're going to season it with a little bit of salt, some pepper, some onion, some garlic. And then we're going to hit it with some Italian seasoning. And then we're going to also throw some fresh basil in there and some sugar, some brown sugar. And you make sure you mix that in real good. And I did throw some fresh basil in here. I don't know where is that though. Look, you see that right there though? That's how you want that meat sauce to be looking nice and saucy and meaty. Pulse. Now you're going to get some fresh ricotta cheese. And then we just going to throw that in the bowl. And we're going to spread it out. And then we're going to put some fresh basil on that. See that right there? And some fresh Italian parsley. And then some fresh grated mozzarella cheese. And then look, we're going to also hit it with some Parmesan cheese. Yeah, some fresh Parmesan cheese. Just grate that thing in the same bowl. Everything in the same bowl. I did use most of that block of Parmesan cheese. I think I used the whole thing, to be honest. But you see that right there? We got all of our cheese mixture, ricotta mixture, whatever you want to call it. Mix that thing in. Ooh-wee. And now we finna season this thing. A little bit of Italian seasoning, a little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper. Also, I added some spinach to this. You know, that spinach hitting that ricotta cheese mix. If you know, you know. Now you just want to mix everything, incorporate everything. You want to also get about 1 egg. I think I should have put 2 eggs because of how much I did, but 1 egg was just fine. It was just fine, y'all. So look, once you mix that thing in, you get it to like, look, it should start looking like spinach dip. Now we want to get a pan to layer everything out. And first we're going to start off with that meat sauce, right? Just make sure you get all of the sides and the bottom of the pan. Get some oven ready lasagna because I don't feel like boiling no lasagna today. And yeah, we're going to just put our lasagna over the meat sauce. And we're going to layer everything the correct way, how we supposed to layer it. You feel me? You can lay it how you want, though, but this is how I usually do it. Meat sauce, pasta, then the ricotta, and then you just continue the process. You know what I'm saying? So just repeat that all the way to the top till you fill that pan up. You know what I'm saying? Because you got to fill that pan. We can't come with no, I'm saying, no half pans over here. So you just want to lay that thing out. And look, like I said, you can layer it how you want to layer it. That's how I usually layer it out, and it always works out perfect for me. So if you got any questions about the layering, you let me know. But y'all see what I did? Oh, and look, we getting to the top right now. You're going to hit it with some meat sauce, some more noodles, and at the end on the top end for the cheese, I usually do like grated mozzarella cheese. So I did some grated mozzarella cheese, but I also did fresh mozzarella cheese, and I did some shredded fresh Parmesan cheese. So yeah, that was the end of the block right here that I left for the top of the lasagna. You know what I mean? And yeah, fresh mozzarella cheese. One thing about the fresh mozzarella cheese, though, I feel like you got to eat that right away. So, and that's the fresh basil that I just threw on there. Also, some fresh Italian parsley. We're going to throw that all on there. Get your oven ready. We're going to put this in the oven covered on 400 for about 30 minutes. 30 minutes. 30 to 45 minutes, depending on how your oven is, because everybody's oven is different. You know what I'm saying? But if you got a good oven, it should be done in 30 minutes. And look, fresh mozzarella cheese. Don't tell me I ain't told you so. Y'all see that right there? Ooh, y'all see that. Now put this in the oven, and it should be ready to go. Check on that, baby. And yeah, We getting there. We getting there. Once that cheese start melting, then you know it's ready to go, baby. Now you see it right there. Now you know how to make lasagna quick and easy. Don't tell me I ain't told you so. And if you're in the Atlanta, Georgia area, I will be outside selling food this weekend. So make sure you tap in with me. All right, y'all. I'm outie.